AMX-10 RC, the legendary French wheeled tank. The AMX-10 RC is in service with the French land forces, and since its introduction, in every war in which the Fifth Republic of France has been involved, this vehicle has remained one of the most reliable weapon systems. It has established the symbol of confidence of modern armies in wheeled tank destroyers. It would not be incorrect to call the AMX-10 RC one of the most successful wheeled tank destroyers of modern times. Originally, it was designed as a combat reconnaissance vehicle, but for more than 40 years, the AMX-10 RC has remained a reliable companion of the French army and a nightmare for its enemies. The reasons for this are not only its successful combination of firepower and speed, but also extensive experience in combat use. In 1970, France faced the issue of replacing the hopelessly obsolete Panhard EBR armored vehicles, which had been developed at the end of the Second World War. These vehicles were so outdated that even their last versions could not have withstood modern tanks, not to mention the earlier models with 75mm guns. The armor protection of the Panhard EBR was also insufficient. In the same year, the company Groupe d'Intervention Technique Défense Construction began working on a project for a new AMX-10 RC as an armored vehicle to replace the Panhard EBR. In 1976, the new wheeled tank destroyer entered production. It is worth noting that, in the context of outdated equipment, the AMX-10 RC competed with the Panhard M8, which was equipped with a powerful 105mm gun and had good mobility and cross-country capability. However, due to its heavy weight and the constant difficulties arising from servicing its complex running gear, the project was deemed unfeasible. The AMX-10 RC, on the other hand, became a lightweight and tactically deployable vehicle. The AMX-10 RC included many components used in the tracked AMX-30, which reduced the costs of development, production, and maintenance. Prototype tests were successful, and in 1981, the 2nd Hussar Regiment received its first new combat vehicles. Today, in addition to France, the AMX-10 RC is in service in 7 other countries, including Qatar, Morocco, and Saudi Arabia. The crew of the combat vehicle consists of 4 personnel: a commander, a driver, a gunner, and a loader. The original serial version of the wheeled tank has a length of 8 meters and 15 centimeters, a width of 2 meters and 95 centimeters, a height of 2 meters and 66 centimeters, and a combat weight of 16 tons and 2,500 kilograms. The HS-115 2 diesel engine with turbocharging provides a maximum speed of 85 kilometers per hour on highways and a range of up to 1,000 kilometers. The vehicle can overcome vertical obstacles up to 80 centimeters, trenches up to 1 meter 65 centimeters wide, and water obstacles at a speed of 7.2 kilometers per hour. The AMX-10 RC is armed with a 105mm rifled cannon and a coaxial 7.62mm machine gun. The ammunition load includes 38 to 45 shells and 4,000 rounds for the machine gun. Over its 40-year service life, the technical characteristics of the AMX-10 RC have been repeatedly upgraded. After 1987, the 105mm F2 cannon was equipped with a new muzzle brake for the use of fin-stabilized armor-piercing discarding sabot rounds. In 1994, the French Army rearmed its vehicles with G2 cannons compatible with NATO ammunition, as well as modern fire control systems and ballistic computers. The engines used in the early serial versions were subsequently replaced with more powerful 280 horsepower turbocharged diesel engines. In 1994, the AMX-10 RC was equipped with a central tire inflation system, providing high cross-country mobility, and a hydropneumatic suspension, which allowed the ground clearance to be adjusted from 21 to 60 centimeters, depending on the mode of movement. Despite the large turning radius of wheeled vehicles, the AMX-10 RC was equipped with a turning system that allowed it to rotate on the spot, similar to tracked vehicles. The original serial version of the French armored vehicle was designed as an amphibious vehicle. However, after modernization in 2010, due to the increased combat weight, the AMX-10 RC lost this capability. Wheeled tanks supplied for export were never amphibious, in order to reduce weight. The hull and turret of the AMX-10 RC are made from an aluminum alloy, which can protect the crew from small arms fire and shrapnel. Combat experience has demonstrated the vehicle's high effectiveness. During the Gulf War in 1991, the French division equipped with AMX-10 RC reached its objectives in less than 24 hours. The French forces defeated the Iraqi 45th Infantry Division, captured nearly 3,000 soldiers, destroyed 20 tanks, and seized the Salman airfield, without losing a single combat vehicle. The speed and maneuverability of the wheeled tanks allowed the French forces to excel, and the success of the operation prompted some modern armies to rethink their strategies, favoring light brigades equipped with wheeled armored vehicles over large tank divisions. After the Gulf War, the AMX-10 RC continued to participate in peacekeeping operations in Bosnia and Herzegovina, Kosovo, Afghanistan, Ivory Coast, and Mali. Its distinguished combat service continues to this day, although the French Army plans to replace the vehicles with more modern combat platforms, specifically the Jaguar Armored Reconnaissance and Combat Vehicle. Reports indicate that retired French vehicles may be sold to Mexico, which has expressed interest in acquiring 42 wheeled tank destroyers. Despite its potential retirement, the AMX-10 RC has left many glorious pages in the history of the French Army. Its elegant silhouette and combat achievements will not be forgotten, and the vehicle itself will forever remain a legend of the French armed forces.